Mexicana.
Todo el mundo tocando palmas.
Cumbia.
Cumbia, cumbia. Hey, ¿quién es el mazón?
Number one. Señor Miranda.
Soy medio rumbero, rumbero y salvaje. Bailo a mi manera, como los primates. Soy medio rumbero, voy cortando el aire. Y si me dan vueltas, ya no hay quien me pare. Soy medio
Rumbero. Venga, venga. Rumbero. Venga.
Vamos.
¡Órale, Flaco!
What's going on, Gordo? What's up, baby? ¿Cómo
All right, bro, hit him with the intro, dog. Hit him with the intro.
All right, here we go. Bienvenidos a la hora del Gordo y Flaco Chisme Hour, aquí de West Texas. Dale, les mando saludos a todos que están mirando ahorita en Dallas, en Laredo, South Texas, todos in the surrounding areas. If you're watching, hey, thank you for watching and welcome to the hour del Gordo y Flaco Chisme Hour, baby. Dale, Flaco. Dale,
That's right. Let's go. You're on and watch.
Let us know where you're watching from, everybody.
Man, Flaco, it's another Tuesday, man. These weeks are going by quick, brother.
You ain't lying.
That's
You
biblical,
die
brother.
quicker, getting older, quick too, boy.
This is going to be the 6 minutes of gospel. You
God,
that- yeah, that's biblical, bro.
huh?
It's biblical.
Oh, biblical. Okay, okay.
When the
Ain't
days
nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
when the days start feeling shorter, the day is almost coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
Man.
I just thank God for being up another day.
Hey, I was about to say that, man. Thank you, Jesus, for giving us another day of life and another day to be able to do this. Because without him, man, we wouldn't be here. And man, did you know about those fires that just started in San Diego?
Oh, really? They made it down to there?
Yeah, man, and a whole different kind.
Now, I don't know how true this is. This is just chisme around the work area, what I'm about to tell you. So now, if there is any truth to it, I would like to know because I don't know. Well, Kelly said, in Jesus' name, I'm ready.
She's ready for the rapture. Está loca. Hold on, I'm still living.
I thought she was ready for something else. I was like, where's she going? What's she ready for? But I heard this chisme, and I don't know how true this is, but they're saying that people in California, there is some people that are actually intentionally turning their houses on fire to get the insurance money. But little do they know, a lot of insurance canceled. So I don't know how true that is, but that's just a chisme. You know, Mexicanos, they hear one thing and they add another story. By the time it got to me at the shop, it was already talking about how that people are going out there starting their own houses on fire. So I don't know.
Well, you never know with this time, man. I'm surprised that they haven't even started looting. But I know that people were trying to save their fires, man. I saw it on those reels on Facebook, and there was an old man over there watering as much as he could. You know, the water went out. They had no water for after the fires were burning. The water. I mean, I don't know if you saw the interview with the fire chief of California of that area.
No.
Yeah, man, she was pissed.
The fact that they didn't have no water or what?
Yeah, like she would her people would try to hook up to
The fire hydrants?
the fire hydrants and estaban empty, bro.
Wow.
And she said that's not our job. That's
Right.
the city.
Well, I mean, it is the city, but it is their job to make sure those things have water. They're supposed to go by and check them, I think. I don't know how often, but they're supposed to drain them, make sure the pressure is good, so the day they need them, they have them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they could both share the blame on that, both the city and the fire department.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
something like that. But, I mean,
man,
we got to pray for people, man, because that's a horrible thing, regardless if it's something by accidental or somebody intentionally trying to I don't see nobody doing that. I mean, I think it'd be kind of dumb to take that risk to be without a house. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how true that story is, so don't take me on it. Hey, el flaco está haciendo. No, that's what I heard. Which I don't believe it, but I could be wrong, so I don't know. But yeah, those people are in a world of hurt right now, man. World of hurt.
The main insurance company that canceled everybody's insurance starts with the farm and ends with the state, not the slender, but
It ends with the state, or it starts with the state and it ends with the farm.
I think it starts with farm and ends with state, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Not the slander, but
Okay, so
that's the main insurance company that's cutting everybody off, man.
it's weird, man. How everybody, these insurance companies would like for you to buy insurance. I'm not just talking about for your house. I'm talking about health insurance, car insurance, and everything.
Yeah.
And they're quick to say you're qualified. Here, sign here. With deduct you from your check. Boom. But the minute you need their help, you got to jump through loops and everything else and prove who you are. Just to be able to get a claim in. That's crazy, man. If you ever been sick and you go to the doctor and you got this insurance that you think that's so great and it works at the moment, it gets you in, but afterwards you get a bill. And then you're like, what did I get a bill for? And then you call your insurance, and then I freaked out one time. I went in for a code and they asked me if I was in an accident or how did I get it? Well, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I got a code. I went in. They want me to fill out a form like an accident report. Like, I don't know, man. I said something else, man. I said, I don't. And the guy sneezed on me and I got sick.
The worst part is car accidents, bro.
Yeah, man. And you know what's weird now? I don't know what it is in Big Spring, but here in Midland, if you wreck and you're not hurt, you don't get an officer out there.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. You just got to exchange insurance and so that's it. So if you got crooked insurance, I guess you can get away with it. You just give them a fake one.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, word of advice. If you're getting a wreck here in Midland, make sure you get license plate pictures and everything of the scene, because you won't get a cop out there if you're not hurt. Or just say you're hurt, and then they'll go out there.
Wow, that's insane, man.
It is. It is.
Let's talk about our guest tonight.
Who is our guest tonight? Who is our guest?
Oh, let's see what it says right here. They got a question for us. It's always Keely. Hold on. Hey, during the pre-show, I have a question. If money wasn't an issue, where is the one place you would go and who would you take with you?
Wow.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I don't know these little towns that I don't know what they're actually called. I mean, there's so many, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows on Facebook. They show like these little houses that are on the ocean. And you gotta take a little trail to go.
Oh yeah, and it's on the ocean.
Yeah, and it's like clear water. I know it's a lot of money because when you click on it, just out of curiosity, like, oh, let me see how much it costs, and 18,000, 19,000, and you just kind of like, okay, well, that was a wish list. I'll get out of that. I think that's where I would like to go.
Man, I don't
like to be around water.
I don't want to sound ¿cómo se llama?
Don't tell me Mexico way.
No, man. The tomb of Jesus.
Huh?
In Jerusalem. I would like to go to Jerusalem and see the tomb of Jesus.
Well, now you make me feel bad because I was already thinking about myself to go to this place.
No, but that's just because I like documentaries. Like, I would like to go see the Conjuring House. I would like to go see like
the Red Sea.
Yeah, I would like to go see like where Jeffrey Dahmer was at. But that's just because I'm into documentaries, And not that I love Jesus, but imagine to be in the tomb of Jesus, bro. That'd be great.
I don't know. It'd be kind of, it'd feel good, man. I got to shout out to Guadalupe because she's watching, and if I don't, then I get in trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, man. Our special guest today. We're a little in a 1 minute behind. Sorry, we got cut up on that question. Our special guest today is owner of What a Joke Comedy, Green Bean Podcast, and a local comedian out of Big Spring, Texas. She's performed in New York at the Keenan Jimmy Kimmel Presents comedy. She's was able to do 53 shows last year, which is good. That's one a week, if you average it.
Right.
Adrian Green. So let's bring her on up. What's some music, perro? Or pongo la mamalona.
Put yours on that side and put it.
Quiero que poner la mamalona.
Échale.
Hey.
What's up, Adrian?
Hey, how's it going?
Well, what's up, doggy dog? That's the dog. What's up, too? So what's your dog's name?
Sadie and Sarge.
Sarge and what was the other one?
And Sadie.
The Sadie?
Say, how do you spell it?
Sadie.
Hey, that's my sister's name.
Oh yeah.
I knew she was a perra when I met her.
Oh.
I just knew it, dude. What's up, Adrian? What you been up to?
Oh, just
Lord.
making it. I had my first show this past weekend for 2025, so that was cool. I got to go to Lubbock, perform at Hillcrest Golf and Country Club out there. I got there. I thought it was early. It was like 7:05, 7:10. The show started at 8, but now like, Country Club people were already there waiting. They're just waiting on
Cold.
have some time.
It's too cold, man. I saw some of the pictures you posted. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, I hadn't been seeing that kind of cold weather in a long time. So like, we're sitting in the car, it's 70 degrees inside the vehicle, and then I jump out and it's 32. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no. We had a show in San Angelo this weekend, and Flaco almost flew away.
Yeah, I did. I had to hold on to Gordo.
Yeah.
He anchored me down. We looked like a sailboat with my ears in his panza. We were moving.
We did. We did like so, man, you were busy, man. 2024 treated you right.
Yeah, it was really good. I got to average about 50. Well, I did 53 shows, which my goal was to do 52, so I could average, one a week. And I got to travel to 5 different states. So got to go to Las Vegas and Oklahoma City and New Mexico and
Dang.
all kinds of places. I can't think of the other ones. But yeah, I was just like,
You went to Chicago, right?
I think you went to Chicago.
that was it. There's one more. But yeah, Chicago. That was fun.
Hey, real quick, sorry to interrupt, man. Lupe says that your son, Flaco, is actually flying into San Diego right now.
Yes, he is. I have a son coming out of the Marines. He's getting out after I think 6 years. He's leaving Guam and he's flying into San Diego. Actually, today he got there.
Oh man, prayers for him, man. I hope
Sir.
they're safe.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Renee Anthony. He's watching. Also, Cecilio, they're watching. Renee's the guy that's gonna sponsor us. I hope his dad's doing better. His dad had a surgery. I'm not gonna get into it too much. If he's watching, I don't think he want me to, but praise for his dad. He had a surgery done, and that's one of our sponsors that's going to come on later, there, brother. But yeah, going back to my son. Yeah, he served over there. Adrian, so how was Vegas? Did you go do anything? And did you go check it out? Or did you just do your show and then that was it? Or did you go do what you do in Vegas stays in Vegas type deal?
I went to Vegas with my sister and she brought her kids with her. So my 2 nephews are like 18 and gonna be 16. So they got to come out with me and just kind of walked around, looked at the sites, and then I told her, there's gonna be a day where I'm not gonna be able to hang out with y'all. I got to do the stuff I'm here to do. So Keenan Presents had a show called The Comedy Caravan. It was on some network. I can't think of it right now, but they had us all come in there and they had an influencer named Tanisha Williams. She's known as She's a T on social media. And so she was talking to us about growing our following organically and how she's been able to do it. And she has like a whole bunch of skits and followers and stuff that she does. The way I found her before going to this festival was she does these skits where she plays the daughter and the mom about being fast in the 90s. And so I always thought those were funny and those made me laugh. So when I saw her there, I was like, oh wow, I was like, I actually get to meet her. So she was really cool. She had a lot of good information. And then they had us do some improv, which I was really terrible at.
Oh dude, I'm amazing at improv.
I bet. So they told me, so they had everybody lined up against the wall and they go, okay, they're gonna have y'all, because they're just trying to fill time until the next show thing that was gonna happen. And so they said, okay, everybody, we're gonna bring you up, we're gonna give you a scenario, and you do it. We're just kind of give you a scenario based on what we know about you. And I was like, all right. Well, maybe they see my comedy. Maybe they, they kind of know a little bit about me, my backstory. And they go, Adrian, they're like, you're from Texas, right? And I was like, yes, ma'am. And she's all right. She goes, you are at the rodeo and they want you to host. And I was like, not really how rodeos work, but okay. So, I don't even remember what I made up, but like I tripped over my words and then like to save myself, I was like, yeah. And they're like, hey, it's the rodeo queen. Nobody knew what they were talking about. And I was just like, all right. So like later on that night, somebody I actually got to meet Keenan Thompson's brother. I wanted to say his name is Curtin or something like that. But he was backstage watching my set and he was like, hey, it's the rodeo queen. You know, good job. You did great out there. So, I mean, that was kind of neat. But
Man,
yeah,
that's awesome.
got to network with some of the other comedians from the East Coast and we went and got dinner together before we headed to the show. So that was neat. I got to make some content with them. So that was cool.
Let me ask you something. I have somebody, I have family, and well, I call her family because she's family to me, in Chicago, and they're watching right now. So tell us something about Chicago that did you go try their famous pizzas?
No,
Ooh.
I had their hot dogs. So I
You
had
tried their hot dog. Well, they're more known for their pizzas. And the reason I say this because my compadre lives there, and my compadre told me you got to try this pizza. Well, I never got a chance to go to Chicago yet, but it's so big. They shipped it to me, and they sent me 4 pizzas over. Yeah, those suckers were like that. They were thick, and they sent them in, and it came in its own little ice, that dry ice stuff. And they're like, hey, man, you got to put it for this long. It tastes better when you do it in person, but that's how big they are in pizza. So Ashley, I want to give a shout out to Ashley. She's the one watching. She's my daughter-in-law, but I call her my daughter-in-law still. But
okay. So so I missed the first day of the festival, and that's when they went out and took the outsiders to go get pizza. So when I got there, they were doing Dominican food and devil dog. That's what we did.
So you had a Chicago dog.
Yep.
The one with the pickles and the
Yeah,
popcorn
I tried like the tomato and the green on it. I don't remember the green relish. It was like bright neon green.
yeah,
It
That
was
sounds
kind of
good.
sketchy, but it was good.
their buns are actually different too, like the Papa seeds. They're
Yeah.
good. They're really good. So
Have it in a chili dog.
going back to Vegas, was that your first time in Vegas?
No, I had been to Vegas a couple of different times. So when I first got into comedy, I did not comedy, but it was a talent show, and I did comedy. I did 5 minutes, my first 5 minutes, and I ended up advancing into the next round, into like the finals, and I got fan favorite, and the prize for fan favorite was tickets to go see Cher in Vegas. So I got to go see Cher back then, like 6 years ago, and then my husband and I had actually gone for our 10-year anniversary just like 2 weeks before I went for Keenan Presents. So I was there kind of like back to back. So
you know what to expect when you went downtown then.
Oh yeah.
Boy, it gets crazy.
Yeah, the first time we went on this night tour. It was like a double-decker bus tour. I remember that was really fun. And so we tried to do that again, but it was like so much more.
That dog joking, bro.
Like, oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe we could just walk, I guess. But we tried getting on one of those buses where it's like $8 and it takes you for like all or whatever. You can jump on and jump off. So we're like, oh, we're gonna be smart. We're gonna save money. We're gonna do this bus. We're not gonna mess with Uber. And then like we forgot that anybody and everybody can get on that bus. Kind of heavier people, so we can't sit together in the same row. So I got one row, he got the one behind me, and then just random people sit next to us. And he always had like the person that was sitting next to him, and like one of them almost got escorted off by like a transit cop or something. He was like, okay, whatever the next stop is, we're gonna get off and we're gonna walk the rest of the way. I was like, all right, sounds good to me.
Yeah, you got those homeless people sitting in the very back taking a nap because it's got an AC in the summer. They're just ride that bus all day long
for $8.
Yeah, well, it's like I think for a day it's like $8, and I think it's like 10 or 15, right, Adrian? For like 3 days that you're there, you can ride it, and they take you all around. You never been there, DJ?
I've never been to Vegas.
If you ever go downtown, DJ, you're gonna have to go in a bubble because you have asthma. You're choking up down there. You'll be there.
Yeah. Hey, Adrian, I think you know how our podcast work. The audience will ask you questions. Can you see the questions?
If I get real close. Do you have any advice for new female comedians? What would it be? Just to do it. Just get out there. Don't be scared. I know like a lot of times female comedians or just females in general are like, oh, I'm not as important as other people. And saying like, maybe, I need to take care of the kids. I need to take care of my man. I need to do this. I need to put other people ahead of me, which I think that's just kind of how we're wired. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's important to tell your story too. And you're important and you have awesome experiences. You have funny stories and you can only tell it the way you can tell it. No one else can tell it like you. So I think it's important. Just like the best piece of advice I can say is just get on stage just like anybody else. Just, take that first step, get on stage the first time. And if you don't succeed, get up there and do it again. So that's right. My first time I sucked at my open mic. I had gone to the Desert Flower that used to be here in Big Spring. And the friend I was with at the time had said, hey, do you want to go see the open mic just so you can kind of get an idea of what it's like? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll go check it out and then I'll decide if I want to do it. Well, they didn't have it set up at the time. And my friend told the owner, he was like, hey, yeah, we came here for the open mic, but it's not up. And she's, oh, you're a comedian? Because he was my friend, aspiring comedian. She wanted to try it out. And she was, we'll get it out. We'll pull it out for you. And so they pulled out the microphone and I was like, I guess I could do like 5 minutes. I mean, that's not big deal. I had like maybe 1 or 2 jokes ready to go that I had written, but I just like, it was like, I could do 5. It's no big deal. And then I kept talking and it was just like mouth diarrhea. It just like kept coming out. And I was talking about all the things that I would have never talked about in public, like my sex life in college to like strangers that I didn't know. And I just could not stop talking because I was so nervous. I'm like, nobody was paying attention except this one guy in the front row with his beer. He was just like making direct eye contact with me. And he was corner. And I had told my friend, I was like, hey, flag me at 5 minutes. And he was like, okay. And then I was like, I guess I'm done. And I got off, I go, how come you didn't flag me? He goes, you were up there 8 minutes. He goes, I tried to flag you at 5, but you would not look at me. Cause I was like so embarrassed to like not like make eye contact with people that I knew about the things I was saying. And it was horrible. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I cannot let people believe like that's the kind of material I put out there in the world. Like I gotta fix it. I gotta do something better. And then the next time I got to go to open mic, I crushed it. And I was like, okay, I feel like I'm on a better path now. But yeah, so just
That's
take
awesome.
that and get going.
Hey, real quick, we want to send a shout out to Johnny. He's always watching us. To my beautiful wife Keely. We also want to send a shout out to Renee Anthony and Gary Sanchez for watching, as well as Alex Carrion. Thank y'all for watching, man. Continuous viewers. It's always the same names every week. We appreciate it.
Hey, and I forgot earlier too. Ashley's the one watching from Chicago. Today's her birthday. Today's her birthday.
Oh, I got it, dog. I got it, dog.
So happy birthday to Ashley in Chicago. I hope it's a good one. There you go. Play our song, Dub. Birthday.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny says that you were his first comic that he saw here in Big Spring.
That is awesome. I love that. I love that.
And he moves a lot. He's like a lady of the night, so he's everywhere.
Hey, are we gonna see more shows at JJ's this summer again?
I was about to ask that, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think maybe we're gonna try to change it up just a little bit, but yeah, looking forward to bringing some shows out there. So I was a little hesitant on doing more shows during the summer because it's so hot, and it's just like, oh man, I really don't want anybody to fall out on me while we're out there. But it's so much fun. So I think maybe we'll like hold it a little bit later, or maybe I'll do a little better on weather forecasting and not during like streaks of 100-degree weathers. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
The times I was there with you, I think it was great weather. I didn't have a complaint with the weather. The only thing we had wrong at that one of them was the mosquitoes were bad.
Oh,
that was it. But they went away after a little bit. They did. But that was the only thing.
But you can stand yourself, bro.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. After I got started, they went away. It took me a little bit to get it going.
We had brought out Kua Genti from Houston to come out, and he was our headliner. And we had a sold out show. And I remember like it was just enough room. Like we were sold out as chairs. And so we were doing $5 standing room only. And people were still coming. And so it was a lot of fun, but it was so hot, like just standing there, just pouring sweat, red as a tomato. It was
Jesus.
It was hot and
Hey,
miserable.
we got another question, Adrian. How long you been doing this?
I've been doing this for going on 8 years. Wait, let me back it up.
Back it up. Back it up.
I started in 2018. I feel like it's been more than 6 years though. But yeah, so
You're going on 7.
7. Thank you. I was like more than 6. But yeah, going on 7 years.
Yeah, going on 7 years. Wow, that's crazy.
So let me ask you this, Adrian. When did you meet Gordo?
I met him. Did you come to a show?
No,
Go-
we did a show in December. That's when I
Oh,
met Adrian. That's when I met Adrian, Matt, Johnny. I met them all.
that's right. You were putting the show together and you reached
Yeah.
looking for people.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time we met?
Yeah, for the
She's like, let me think.
Damn.
remember because I just saw these pictures the other day. It was for a show in New Mexico where Luz
You-
Paz and Juan Villarreal.
Yes, right.
And I don't remember the other guy, but I
And
didn't.
Juan, Robert, Liz, and oh shoot, there went my change. It was Rob, Rodriguez, Juan Villarreal, Liz Paz, and Sarah Contreras, and
Yeah.
yourself.
Yep.
Who is that? I don't know none of those names but one.
So I don't know how. Okay, so I'll tell you how I got on to that show, and you can tell me if you got on to the show in a similar way. So I saw that they were looking for people the funniest and whatever part of it, New Mexico it was, and I was like, well, I'm not there, but I'll go ahead and submit too. Maybe I'll make it. And so they called me back and they said, hey, they're like, you made it. And I was like, oh, all right. They're like, yeah. They're like, you're going to open for this day, July 15th with, the Latin queens and kings of comedy. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I was so excited. And I was like, man, this would be so cool. And I go, is there any compensation? And they go, you'll be compensated with, hey, who's that girl? And I was like, all right. I was like, I got it. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'll go. It's an experience. I'm trying to get myself out there. So, yeah. So I'll go. So they could have just told me that. They could have just stopped at, hey, this is exposure. You're going to, take it or leave it.
Right.
So, but when I get out there, my mom's with me. And so they meet us and they're like, hey, welcome, come back to the green room. And they grab one of the guys, because it was brothers that put the show on.
Right.
So guys grabs my mom, kind of holds on to her a little bit. He's like, are you ready for your daughter to be a star? And my mom's like, well, she's already a star. I was like,
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's like, this is gonna open so many doors for her, da 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 da. And so my mom's just excited, and she's telling the wife stories about me and how she's always been so proud of me. And I'm just like, I mean, I love it because it's my mom. But I was just like, man, I was like, you could have just left it at me. You didn't have to get my mom all hyped up on the juice, because nothing happened after that. It was just,
Damn.
I was like, okay.
What happened to what you promised me, guy?
I know, thank goodness. I was already in my head, I was like, I knew it was just the exposure thing, and I was happy for that. But I got to connect with him later on and be like, hey, I'm doing an all-girl Gallapalooza tour. Do you want to be a sponsor? And he was like, let me think about it. And he came back and he was a sponsor for us on the tour. So that was a good thing that came out of that. But I have that connection now. But
well, I'm glad you brought up our next question. How did that come about? Gallapalooza.
Gallapalooza. Well, we
Well,
did.
tell us what it is for the viewers. Me and Flaco know what it is, but maybe our viewers don't. What is Gallapalooza?
Gallapalooza is a all-female comedy show that I put together originally here in Big Spring, Texas. And we did it on leap year, February 29th of last year. And the goal was just to have an all-female lineup because I hadn't really been on one before. I'd always seen Irma Ruiz's Chingona comedy, like, you know, trying to traveling around and stuff like that. And Irma is like one of my comedy icons that I like. If she's doing it, I need to figure out how to do it because she's amazing. And so I was like, well, we can do it right here in Big Spring. And it went so good. It was myself, it was Shona, it was Selena. We had Tammy Bernal come in from the San Antonio area. We had Allison Vodacek from the Austin area, and we had Celia Contreras come in from Austin. She came in with Allison from Kill Tony, and it was an amazing show. It was so good. I really loved working with them.
Sold out.
Yeah, so it went really good. We had a sold out show there at Yo Mama's. It was amazing, and part of that was we partnered with female-owned businesses in the community. So we're like, hey, we're doing an all-female show. We want to spotlight female business owners in the community. Will you help us make this happen? And they said absolutely. So it was a success on all levels. The only thing that I wish I would have known was how to deal with Eventbrite, because I had marked on there that I would take in all the taxes and stuff. And I was like, no, if it's $15, let it be $15 across the board. I'll pay for it. You know, we got it. We did not have it. A lot of tickets on Eventbrite. And so we ended up doing a little more than breaking even after everybody was paid. But I was just like, oh man, now I know. Okay, I'm sorry, customers. I'm gonna have to pass on like the taxes and fees to you. Or you can get it at the door. But I mean, I tried and it hurt too bad to do it again. I was just like, oh man. But from there, even though Matt wasn't on the show, he was super supportive. You know, he helped, you know, get the word out, put the flyers out, you know, went with me sometimes to go talk to some potential sponsors. And he kept saying, Adrian, he goes, if you want to do this, if you want to take Gallapalooza on the road, he goes, I can see it being really successful. He goes, if you want to do that, he goes, I support you 100%. He goes, don't worry about me. He goes, I'm not going to be mad if I'm not on the show. He's like, it's you. He goes, and your idea. He goes, I see it being big. And I was like, all right. So I ended up being able to book Gallapalooza for the Red Room in Fort Worth. And then from there, I asked Selena and Shona to join me on that. And then we were going to find somebody from the area to put on the show with us. Because I always feel like if you go to a place that has a comedy scene and you don't at least invite somebody local to host your show, I'm like, that rubs me wrong. But I feel like it's always a good juju to invite someone local to come be on your show.
So how does Gallapalooza look in 2025?
In 2025, we've got a few shows booked already. We have one coming up in February at the Artisan Craft Bar on February 8th. In March, we have one in New Braunfels on March 15th. And then we have April 5th at Upstage in San Antonio. And then I believe we just booked one in Amarillo for May 3rd. So we're kind of averaging about one a month right now. But I mean, Stephanie and Selena are pretty busy on their own. So I'm just excited that we can still be able to coordinate our schedules to hop on and do some Gallapaloozas throughout the year.
That's awesome, man. That Gallapalooza thing, when I saw it, my daughter was like, I need a shirt. And you just came out with some new ones, right?
Yeah. So we got a new design. We're getting ready to print some. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, absolutely. We have, real quick, want to say thank you to our sponsors, 87 Lounge, Joe Vasquez Painting and Contracting, Andrea Hill, Legacy Real Estate. Give her a holler at 432-213-6050. New Stream Water Treatment and West Texas Gloveman. Make sure you follow them on West Texas Gloveman and WTGM on Instagram. We also want to send a special shout out to your partner, Matt, who's watching right now.
Hey,
Maddie
Cupcakes.
what you watching on?
Basil Zubia Leva. Yeah. Says Flaco for president.
for president.
I'll be vice president. We'll bring in Adrian as a secretary
There you go.
of the state or of I don't know, of comedy, or what do you think, Adrian? You take it?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So what does Adrian Green do besides comedy?
Well, my day job is working in radio. I do local news. I'm a news director here for a local radio group called KBS Media here in Big Spring. And I also host the KBS Country Morning Show. It's a KBS Country Chaos morning show on KBS Country 95.7. And it's also broadcasted on the mighty 1490 AM and 103.9 FM.
You don't know, man. And you have another venture, Pathway Academy, right?
Yeah, so I also do some social media work for Pathway Academy. It's a new charter school here in Big Spring. I'm really excited for them and their idea that they have, and just a new way to approach education. I think it's going to be really good for Big Spring. I know it's meant to help serve kids and students that, maybe traditional school setting doesn't really work out for them because, different folks.
That's right. That is right. As we're going through this, Adrian, what is one thing that you think has stand out to you from other comedians? Like what's one thing that you go, man, I do this because not only I like to make people laugh, but what's, like, I guess I'll say advice you've gotten from another comedian?
Oh, advice I've gotten from another comedian is, I guess the best piece of advice I've gotten from another comedian is to know your worth. Like, do it. What I'm not saying like you gotta, like, every show you take has to be for a payoff or payout, like in cash, but it's got to serve you in some way. So it's either got to serve you, financially, it's got to serve you educationally, like it's a learning opportunity, it's a way for you to grow. Maybe I'm working on a 45 set and I need room to stretch my legs to kind of get those underneath me to, start building a stronger set. Or, it feeds your soul, it's for a fundraiser, or it's something, a cause that's special to you that you want to help out with. So, it's got to fall somewhere in those categories for it to mean something. And like I said, it doesn't always have to be financially dependent.
Yeah. Just like Hobbs, right? So they'll open some doors.
Yep. Exactly. That doesn't look as big to get to a bigger fish. So I'll be like, all right, I'll step on this. I'm going to make it across the river.
Last week we had Chris Crawford and Ryan Henry. And we talked about a show that you're on. What's it called, Flaco?
Oh, I don't know. Mike, they told last week.
West Jester and the Western.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it's called, right? I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, y'all are competing against each other or something like that?
Yeah, so it's a comedy contest. So stand-up comedy. And we got, first round is 15 minutes. And then whoever is the winner will get to do a 10-minute encore at the end. But there's a cash prize involved. Whoever wins will also get, I think, for whatever reason, I think there's a trophy involved. I don't remember.
Belt buckle.
Belt buckle. Yeah, I think that's what they said, a belt buckle.
There's a belt buckle. I don't know if it's going to be seen underneath my bonsai, but okay. But I'm going to be wearing it in that earring.
So you said the two, they're going to be both on stage?
Both?
Like when you go against the other comic, you both are going to be on stage? How does that work?
So I think they'll just bring us up one at a time. And have us, call us up and then have one perform and then go back. But yeah, so there's the cash prize, there's the belt buckle, and then I believe it's like you get to use the theater for like an independent show, which that's the part I got my eye on. So
cool.
That'd be
so
cool.
Free venue.
Wow.
Free venue. So
that's
pretty
cool. So let me ask you a question, Adrian. When are you going to bring Gordo for a show? Because he wants to perform. I tell him I think he can do it. I think he's got it. But he's ready. But that's kind of like what you just said earlier. I keep telling him, you got to believe in yourself. If you want other people to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. I think he's got it. So he needs to spread his wings.
Okay,
I
listen.
don't know how big he's gonna spread them though, because he's kind of like that. But you know,
So like the first time I met Gordo, you know, it was that show we did in December where it was supposed to be filmed by like Amazon Prime or something like that. Film for,
Yeah,
Prime
at
show.
your mama's, right?
yeah.
But
That was
so
another Hobbs moment for you.
yeah,
That was another Hobbs moment.
But so Gordo, you did so good. Like you were all like energetic and you were just like loose and you were just having fun with it. And the same thing when you hosted the drag show, which side note, so whenever I was promoting Galapalooza, people didn't want to hear about it because they thought it was the drag show. And they're like, so I got to do like a presentation at one of the Rotary clubs and I explained Galapalooza and, you know, my mission in doing it and, you know, how come, you know, why there's not a whole bunch of female comedians and blah, blah, blah. And they go, oh my God, I'm so happy you came to talk to us about it. Like, I thought Galapalooza was the drag show. They're like, all this time, it's just, and I was like, no, they're way prettier than us. Like, they're more talented than we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you were just so loose and all that. And so I got to work with you on a show whenever Omar Gooding was performing in Big Spring.
Oh Lord.
During, I think it was Super Bowl Sunday. And you went up there you were like, all right, you're like, I'm gonna host a show. And I was like, okay, you're like, I'm gonna introduce you. And I go, okay. And so I was getting ready for like a little warm up and, you know, to bring me on. And he's like, all right. He's like, thanks for coming to the show. He's like, first comedian's Adrian Green. And I was like, that's it? Like no lube, no lipstick, no nothing? Like just shove me out there cold. And I was like, damn, bro, it's colder in here than it is outside.
No, but it's because there was only like 5 people.
I know. You can't
Oh,
let that
that's the time at your mama's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, man, I think that was like my 3rd show that I hosted, and we had just came off of Saturday. We sold out the Tilted Mug. The energy was like crazy. So I walked in your mama's thinking, man, it's gonna be the same. And no, I was led down.
I was there. You couldn't even get any energy for her.
Mhm.
I
He's
love
like, he said that was 5 people there. That's including me and you, Omar, and Charles. There was only one other person.
Yeah, my mom had a great time. Shoot, my mom was laughing her ass off when Adrian was on the stage. She had a great time.
Well, I had the opportunity to meet your mom in Hobbs. She was a sweetheart. She was a sweet lady.
Absolutely.
We were talking about my mom though, Flaco.
I know, but I just wanted to let her know I was.
Oh, we were talking about moms.
No,
I
I
haven't met your
haven't
mom.
met your mom yet. I haven't met your mom. Just can you believe this guy? I called him. He doesn't answer. So I'm like, okay, he didn't answer. Then he calls me right back, FaceTime. And I'm like, okay. And I look at it, and there's like 4 other people. Like,
Yeah.
so I look at it like, what? Why is like these other 4 other people? I don't even know who they are. So I click on it. It's him with all his family, his mom, his dad, his sister. Like, why are you calling me back? Now I just want to let you know, man, I'm talking to my mom, my jefita, my dad, everybody, this and that. Everybody, this is Flaco. I was like,
Hey, what's up? You were watching the game, right?
and then they're talking about family stuff. I'm like, hey, wait, I'll just call you later. He's like, all right, later, Flaco. Then everybody, later, Flaco. I'm like, see y'all later.
Yeah,
All
we
right, why call me back.
as many times as we can. Yeah. And I was like, hey, this is my lesbian sister.
He introduced me to his sister. This is my lesbian sister I tell you about. I was like, hello.
She's like, this. I've been wanting to say some jokes about her, but I don't know how people get offended, you know. So
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. We had a show this past Saturday, and it was Eric Knowles, and man, hats off to that guy. He started off with I might get canceled for this. I hope nobody gets offended, but he talked about the presidency, and the way he spun it, I was laughing. He made some jokes. He brought up all the presidents. It wasn't just like one party, you know. So. Man, I guess if he can do that, I can say my lesbian jokes about my sister.
There you go.
I go, hey, she just looks like me, you know, but
And that ain't no joke.
She
So
does look like me.
he looks like him. He can pull off a drag show if you ever need an extra girl.
Drag show for sure.
Easy.
Sure, I'll use her stuff, you know, because she's a
Easy.
girl, boy. I don't know. She's a tomboy. It's my mom's fault, my dad's fault for putting her in sports.
Oh man.
And guess what her name is?
Oh, Sadie.
Sadie. Yeah, I love her. Me and Sadie been through some shit.
Does that now, but then later he'd be like, "No, I really don't."
I really don't know. Hey, Matt, no, it's not a title belt, Matt.
So,
Belt buckle, Matt.
oh yeah,
Belt buckle.
Matt wants to. Matt almost had his own battle, his own title fight one night. Oh,
Yeah, you were there. You were there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was all like, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alberto's. Coming out of the right corner, weighing in at 175, and I'm being nice to Matt at that 175, and the other guy coming in at 2 foot, 4 foot, 2 foot, 4 foot 2 inches tall, and boy, he was all mad.
Hey, man, that came out of nowhere too, man. Let me tell you, a good time.
Man, I didn't even see that little guy. I thought he had left. Now all of a sudden, I just saw a little gremlin come around the truck. I was like, "Hey, who's messing with my wife?" I was like, "Oh, he was."
He was the white guy.
The white guy right there.
Not a. Hey, who do you? How does this work? They just. It sounds interesting. Do you pick who you go against, or they just randomly select?
Who are you talking to?
You.
About what?
The best jester in the West.
Oh.
You pick your opponent, or they pick it.
Oh no. Like I think it's just like everybody just goes because I've been at other comedy contests and it's not like a rap battle. It's like, just like a regular show, but like it's like a regular show, and the judges, have their sheets. They score. They go off the audience. I'm not exactly sure how they're gonna be scoring, but I know there's 3 judges. One of them is Irma Ruiz. So I'm excited to get to see her again, and then they'll tell us whoever won, and that person will get to come back and do an extra 10 minutes.
And then that's it. 2 rounds.
As far as 2 rounds. As far as I know, unless they throw something else in there. But that's as much as I've been privy to.
But I mean,
another show, right? This weekend or when?
Yeah, I have a show this weekend. It's with Keisha Hunt. She's going to be coming to Crossroads Saloon here in Big Spring. If you're not sure where that's at, that's on South Highway 87 past Walmart. So you can't miss it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to bring her, showing up.
Tell them the good part.
Yeah, Matt.
Tell them the good part, Adrian.
The good part. Oh, it's free.
Yeah.
I was like, what good part? Yeah, it's a free show. It's first laughs free. So come on, have some fun with us here in
Big free show
at 9:00 this Saturday night, January 25th. Free show.
A free show. I can't believe it's a free show. That's crazy. With Keisha Hunt.
Keisha Hunt. That's made possible with Crossroads Saloon, Wild Space Tattoo, and Eric Escamilla Farmers Insurance.
Oh, shout out to that guy, man. He's a good guy.
Absolutely.
Great. Yeah, heck yeah. Eric's awesome, man.
He's
in a band.
Huh?
He's in a band.
Oh, I think I knew that. I think he told me something about. So I was producing shows. I've been producing shows for a while. I think I started producing shows in 2020 because I was like, everything shut down.
Yeah.
I need to make something happen here. So I started doing my own shows, talking to people. So it'd be like I'd go out to ribbon cuttings or whatever, and somebody would say, I don't know, I just shoot my shot. I'd be like, hey, so my side stuff, I'm a comedian on the side. I'm like, oh, you're a comedian, and then we'd open the door and talk about, well, what about doing a show here? And so that's kind of how I would like get into venues, and so we'd figure something out. I put a show together and have people come out. And so it was just like little shows here and there. But after getting with Eric, I don't remember what it was. I've known Eric through different things because he does social media stuff on the side too. And I think I was like talking to him about social media stuff, and we just kind of like drifted into talking about comedy. And so he had told me, he's like, he goes, I know you do small shows. He goes, but have you ever thought about doing a big show? Like, like a bigger one where you like can actually make some money? And I was like bringing somebody in that's not a local person. And I was like, well, I don't know, that takes money. He goes, well, I mean, you already know how to go get sponsors, just do it a little bit bigger. And so, I mean, it worked. And then I was able to get Mario Salazar out here for my first big show at JJ's. And it was a big crowd and we had a great time. Everything went awesome, except I didn't have the right lights. So I asked the DJ, I was like, hey, can you bring lights with you? And he goes, yeah, I got it. Don't worry. But it was quinceañera lights, not show lights. And I got
lights.
Mario was making fun of the lights. He was clowning me for the lights. He was talking about, because Adrian up here under the red lights looks like my evil stepsister. It's so funny. But I was just like, okay, note to self, we need good lighting. We can't just have quinceañera lights up here. So I learned a lot from that show, and shout out to Eric for helping me to, giving me the boost, the confidence I needed to be like, you know what? It just takes a little bit more effort than what I've been putting in, and it works out.
Yeah, you're the sponsor queen. For sure.
Working on it, yeah.
Hey, the people that are watching, Adrian, where can they go find you at?
Then go find me on Instagram at Adrian Green Comedy, on TikTok at Adrian Green Comedy, on Facebook, Adrian Comedy or Adrian Green. And you can also listen to me on Kiwa's Country 95.7 Monday through Friday from 7 to 9.
And TikTok is still a thing. TikTok is still a thing.
Yeah, TikTok is still a thing as long as you didn't delete it. So if you deleted it, you can't get back in. Right?
Why? Why is that? Because yo como estúpido, I deleted it.
I think because they were talking about phasing it out and how if you have it now, it eventually it won't give you any updates and you'll just gotta be like, man, whatever, I'm out of here. But if you hadn't downloaded it yet, it wasn't gonna give you the option. It was gonna pull it off the app stores.
Oh.
And
so like Flappy Bird.
Huh?
So it's like another Flappy Bird.
What's Flap? Oh, like a twin. Well, X is still there. It's just named something different. He looked like a devil. yeah, he did. yeah.
You remember Flappy Bird, the game that you would the little the bird would go like that, and you'd have to pass a whole bunch of levels.
You're talking about Angry Bird?
No, it was called Flappy Bird, and something happened, and it got banned. And people, once you undownloaded it, you were done. You couldn't download it again. So phones were going for thousands that had that app in it. Flappy Bird. Look it up.
Wow.
Yeah. They got a lawsuit or something. People died over it. I can't remember. But that's what happened. And
the hell with that. I don't want to play that game then.
Yeah. It was No, it was a good game, but somebody was playing it, texting and driving, I guess. So.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant people were dying of the result if you lost. It's like, no, I don't know if I want to play that game.
Squid Games or what?
Games.
Huh?
It's like the Ray phone app game. It's you have 7 days.
7 days of what?
You don't remember the movie The Ring?
Oh yeah. 7 days if you watch the video or something, right?
Yeah. You watch the video in 7 days. Unless you I think you had to record it. You have to make a copy of it, and that's how you live. You make a copy of it, and you make somebody else watch it.
So it's kind of like a Smile. That's what Smile is, right?
Oh, I don't remember, but I thought you were gonna say a chain letter.
Yeah.
Do you remember those? Get them in the mail. Oh damn.
Flaco remembers those.
What's it?
Flaco used to have to send it skits. He's 57, right?
Adrian, how old are you, Adrian?
I am 38.
Dang. I'm going to have to start hanging around older people my age. Where's Mike at?
Where is Mike, man? Is he still
He's not
pissed?
even coming on.
You know what's crazy is we're going to introduce a new segment into the show. And I know he's not here, but I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on. You guys tell me what you think, all right?
Okay.
Put it on. Let's hear it. There you go. That's a good one.
It's gonna be what did Mike and Mike find on his route today? Because man, I don't know if you guys follow him on Facebook, but he'd be finding some weird.
What remember that thing they left in that little pee jar during the holidays, like the ones from the hospital, where he could pee in while he don't have to stop at a store. He can just pee in that little thing.
Let me tell you something. They gave him something better.
Oh, what'd they give him? What is that? Oh, now you don't have to get out of the car.
You don't have to get out of the car. Look, it has a little thing where you do your business, and then it goes into the receptacle.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have a new segment. Hopefully next week, Mike. If you guys didn't know, it was Martin Luther King Day yesterday, and so they didn't open the post office because Mike works for the post office, so he had a lot of packages to pass out today, and he sent them to me. He said he's up to his neck with packages, so he's still out there slanging and banging. And he has a show in San Angelo today.
I'm about to say, how's he gonna make it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Adrian, I don't know. Did Maddie text you? He said, hey, shout out the Green Bean Podcast.
Oh, well, I'm using my phone to be on here, so I probably.
Right.
But
Tell me about that.
Green Bean Podcast. So you can also listen to us on. Myself and Mr. Meta Cupcakes on the Green Bean Podcast with Adrian and Matt, and we talked about stories of growth. So growth in like your craft, your business, your personal development. So I feel like a lot of people see just like the end product and they don't know about the ups and downs that it took to like get there. So I feel like it's important to talk about how people, how they got to struggle and put in that work to make the results come out to be the way they have them right now. So
now I got a bone to pick with you, Adrian.
I was about to. Damn, you beat me to it again, boy.
Bone to pick with you.
is it because
Gordo got on your podcast, and I have not got invited to your podcast. How's that?
Well, we got to travel to you a little bit, so that's why. But we're hoping to expand past Big Spring this season, so hopefully we'll be able to make that happen.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it because I told Gordo, how in the hell did you get on a podcast? And I haven't got it yet.
Here's the thing, though. So, like, I have a pretty good record of making people cry. I don't think I made Gordo cry, but we get pretty, let's touch scabs and stuff like that. So we get
afterwards.
Oh, when you said make people cry, I was like, dang, she gets physical. And come here, boy. Get this dick, boy. I got you.
We in the
well,
the heart.
You want me to tell you how you make Gordo cry? I made him cry once at a show. We worked and we worked and we worked, and he got hungry, and I didn't let him go eat. We kept working, and he says, "Flaco, I'm diabetic, way. I gotta go eat." He was literally almost crying. I was like, "You for real?" He's like, "I'm hungry." He says, "I'm really hungry."
I got mad too. I was getting mad too because freaking Mike was just standing around, and I go, "Mike, you gonna help us out, you bastard, or what the hell?" I was getting mad. I go, "Flaco, you gotta feed me, dog." Because
he's not lying on that. He started to get mad to where he was rushing Mike to help, and we all ended up. Okay, yeah. He kept telling me, "Yeah, I got everything, Flaco. Already, the speakers, everything's up. We're done. Let's go. Everything's packed up. Let's go." I take off, get to the house, and for like a whole week, I said, "Man, I don't feel right, man." I told him, I said, "I forgot something." "Nah, Flaco, we got everything, dog. We booked we loaded everything, all the lights, everything." It's like, "Nah, man, something's not right. I just feel like we forgot something." And I went to go look at my trailer. Sure enough, the mic stand. And I said, "Did you get that mic stand?" I told Mike. So I called Mike. Mike, I didn't know no mic stand. DJ said he got a mic stand. And I called the people. Sure enough, they had it.
Hey, real quick, man. If you guys want to catch Adrian Green with her Chola vibes in person, she'll be January 25th, like she mentioned, here in Big Spring, Texas, at the Crossroads Saloon. She'll be February 1st in San Angelo, Texas, at the San Angelo Performing Arts Center. February 7th, if you're watching from San Antonio, which a couple of y'all are, you catch her at the Artisan Craft Bar, as well as on February 8th in San Antonio, Texas, at the Artisan Craft Bar. If you're in the Dallas area, February 19th will be your chance, Addison Improv. March 15th will be your chance, New Braunfels, at the Silver Spoon Theater. March 27th to the 30th, San Antonio, you missed her. This will be your second chance to go get her. Upstage Comedy Lounge. And April 5th, a third chance to watch Adrian Green, San Antonio, at Upstage Comedy Lounge. You busy.
Yep. Yeah. I'm going to like this first quarter. I'm going to San Antonio a lot. I also booked another show at the end of April for San Antonio. So that's I'm so happy I have a friend that lives there and he'll let me like crash in his spare room. So that'll save me.
That's
A lot of
legit.
money. Hey, also going back to Hobbs, you remember that the host that was hosting that night, Mondo Man?
Yeah.
He's watching right now, so shout out to Mondo Man in Arizona.
What's up,
He's-
man?
He says, "Yo." So yeah, that's Mondo Man. Hey, what's up, my brother?
Hey, Mondo, did the doors ever open for you?
He's
Yeah,
gonna say, "Yeah, I open them every day when I go to work, fool."
Hey, the ones right there for me.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Adrian, man, what you got to tell to our viewers or people? What do you got to tell them? What is Adrian Green
Oh.
brewing?
Before you tell us anything, you got the Cholo vibes. I want to hear your Chola vibe voice, because everybody's got a voice like, "What's up, Holmes? What's up, ese? What's going on, carnal?" So give me your best. What's up? I'm from the barrio, from Big Spring. Now I sound wetback on that one. I didn't even sound Cholo.
Oh man. I feel like I don't have a voice, but if I had one, I'd probably be trying to like imitate one of my cousins on my dad's side of the family. But be like, what up, fool? What you doing? Just hanging out over here? Why you looking at me like that? Don't be looking at me all crazy over here, all right? Just pass the hot Cheetos, okay? And get out of my face.
Hey, that was good improv. That was good. That was good.
La Chola in live on
Chola?
El Gordo y Flaco Chisme Hora.
That's right, man. Hey, I have a joke, but I'm not gonna say it. That Adrian says that I like.
Which
It's
one?
about plastic bags.
Oh, like I mean,
Oh man, that shit cracks me up every time I hear it, dude.
I added another piece to it, so I'm excited to try it out later.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I'm
I'm
excited.
gonna have to go to the free show.
So it'll be good. Oh, y'all coming to the show on Saturday?
I don't know what I'm doing. What we're doing, Flaco.
Well, that's the one. That's the one we're supposed to be in Hobbs.
Oh, that's right.
We have an event in Hobbs for our podcast. We haven't got the confirmation yet. I'm still waiting. We got the confirmation to be there. We're going to be there live. It's an event for domestic violence.
We're waiting.
They're doing a boxing event. They're raising money, but it's domestic violence, right? Or abuse? What is it?
Yeah, domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
You can see it on Netflix.
Right.
I have Netflix. You can watch it.
The special guest is Christy Martin. She's on Netflix, and that's who's going to be there. If you haven't seen her or heard about her, look her up on Netflix. She's got a really good documentary. She's a boxer. She was a boxer back in her day. But anyways, long story short, we have commitments there to be there this weekend. So we got to go to Hobbs and go do it over there. And with the same, well, no, not the same promoter. It's a different promoter. But that promoter was in the house that night you performed to do that. So he was there. But they're having it there at the Coliseum.
I'm so upset because I am dying to watch Keisha Hunt, bro.
She's great.
I had the opportunity to work with her and Charles in Houston, man. When I was not too long ago with Keisha Hunt. She's good.
Bro, she has high energy. I've been watching her stuff and I'm like, man, I want to watch her in person, dude.
She's
And
good.
I was like,
With her.
and we had her on the podcast and her energy was amazing. I just wish I want to see her in person, so I kind of want to like make sure that we don't get confirmation so I can go see her, you know.
So what he's telling me, he's going to call in on me. So he's going to call in sick.
No, she'll be here in Odessa too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going to be 7th.
Yeah. So there's another opportunity. Just like Adrian, if you're in the San Antonio area, you got 3 opportunities to go see her. Don't miss out. She is funny. Chola vibes is for real. Adrian, I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll invite the people out in a Chola voice.
Invite the people.
Well, we'll finish. We'll do that at the end, right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I have one thing for you. What is one thing you got hit with by your parents?
Hands. Got hit with them hands.
Oh shit, you got like swing it?
My mom tried to choke me out one time. Like real talk. Like I
My
remember.
dad tried too, but he couldn't find my neck.
So I didn't run away, but I went to go visit my friends. So I had like cleaned the house or whatever, and I asked my mom's friend that was visiting. I was like, "Hey, I already did all my chores. Can I go hang out with my friends?" She goes, "Yeah." Well, she forgot she told me that, and my mom was looking for me, and she was like, "I ain't seen her. I don't know." And so everybody's looking for me. My friend's dad didn't know I was there hanging out with her, and so when they came to my friend's house, he's like, "No, I haven't seen Adrian." And so my mom was like flipping out. I get home, and she's like flipping out, and she's cussing me out and telling me, where the hell you been, blah, 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 blah. And I mouth off about, being with my dad. I wish I was with my dad. And she's like, I bet you do. And then she like lunged at me and she started choking me out. And everybody was like, hey, stop, stop, stop. And it was like one of those parental meltdowns, like at the end of your rope, like, just like, ah! And I mean, I don't blame her. Like I had a mouth on me that day. And so I mean, like I deserved it. And so yeah, so I deserved it at the time. And I get, looking at it back then, I was like, I can't believe she did that. And then looking back at it now as an adult, I was like, we're all just people. We're all just people, just making it happen.
That's crazy. Almost choked you out. That beats the ones we've had before. I think Chris said a belt and Ryan said a belt. That is so mediocre, Who gets hit with a belt?
Yeah.
Who you asked?
Huh?
Look who you asked.
Yeah. The belt. I was like, a belt.
That was a little bit different, dog. Mexicanos, we take it to the whole new level.
Yeah, Mexicanos do take it to a whole new level. Hey, Johnny wants to know what's your favorite road snack?
My favorite road snack. Hot Cheetos.
Lime. Hot Cheetos with what? Lime?
With the lime.
Like you take an actual lime on the.
No, it's like the flavor. Hot Cheetos with lime.
Oh, the ones that already have it in there.
Carnal,
it's because she goes by Chola Vibe, so I thought she had the tajin in the pocket and the chamoy and.
My second favorite snack is Doritos with lemon juice, and like with that little squeeze bottle lemon juice. You shake it in there, and squirt it, and shake it, and then you have wet Doritos. You gotta eat it fast.
You're like, don't bother me. I got a bag of Doritos I gotta finish, bro.
Yeah. Can't let it get off.
Let's hit them up again. Where can they find you at?
You can find me at Adrian Green Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and on YouTube. You find Adrian Green Comedy on YouTube as well. So I got recently 200 subscribers. So I'm excited, hoping to keep it growing. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the year. So gonna work to make that happen.
Oh yeah. Now we go back to your thing, Flaco.
What's up?
What you were gonna ask her to do?
Oh, to invite people out to your show, but in a Chola voice, kind of like. So when's your next show?
February 1st.
February 1st.
January 25th, fool.
Oh yeah. Well, January 25th. That's this weekend, right? So like, hey, this is Adrian. We're gonna have a show here in Big Spring with La Ruca, Keisha Hunt. That's that Houston, Houston, H-Town, puro pinche H-Town. Ojalá que vengan. Si no traen dinero, es gratis, jodidos. Que vengan. Pinches güeyes, vengan a mi barrio a verme aquí en Big Spring, Texas, gratis, Y si no traes dinero, pues róbate un dinero ahí en la bolsa de tu mami. Te puedes comprar una soda. So now it's your turn.
I can't say all that. I don't speak.
I know, right? She don't speak Spanish, right?
What? Say it in English. What's up, fools?
There's a lot in there that she said.
Come to the show.
Hey, yo, come see us. Come check us out at Crossroads Saloon here in Big Spring, Texas. Hey, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some laughs. We're gonna have a little drinky drink, and come see us. Bring your homies. Bring your girls. Bring your guy.
Your side piece. Whoever. Bring somebody.
Or your guy's best friend.
Your guy's best friend.
Hey, there's one thing you're missing. You gotta do it like this. Hey, you know, you got to come out to the show this week.
Hey,
Because
hold on.
eyebrows always like that.
If for the viewers watching and the viewers that are going to watch, if you go to the show, the Crossroads Saloon, do me a favor. Take Adrian a bag of hot Cheetos with lime. And if you do, Gordo and Flaco got a gift for you.
Hey, yeah.
So, Adrian, if somebody takes you a hot Cheetos with lime, take a picture of with the person and send it to us.
I sure will.
You heard it here. If you
Yeah.
take January 25th at Big Spring Crossroads Saloon, she'll be there. Take
And
her hot
It's
Cheetos. With lime.
hot Cheetos with lime, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hot Cheetos.
So don't bring no Tom's generic hot fries with it's got to be the Cheeto brand with lime flavor. Don't bring some other knockoff brand that's not, because that don't count. It's got to be name brand. And what do you like to drink, Adrian, so they can bring you a drink?
I like to drink.
Let me guess before you say it. Is it Big Red?
It's Red Flag.
Big Red Flash. It's the ghetto version of Big Red Perro.
Hey, Mexicans always like Big Red for some reason. And I'm gonna do Big Red.
Big Red way, so we get Red Flash.
Hey, did you know you went to Chicago? They don't have Big Red over there.
What?
No, they don't. My compadres, when they came here, they were like, "What is that?" They said in Chicago they don't have it.
I think like in I went somewhere. I want to say it's Boston. They didn't have Dr. Pepper, and I was like, "What?"
What?
Florida neither. Florida, we didn't have Big Red. They didn't know what that was. Their drink is it's called Chasta and Fago.
Whoa.
Shasta? That's like generic. That's
And
from that generic Coke.
Their main thing is Fago. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
The Fanta?
It's on Fago. It's Fago. It's called Fago. It's a soda, but it's like Fanta. It's like it's different flavors and stuff.
So you want a Red Flash, hot Cheetos con limon.
Right, yeah.
Lime. No limon way. With lime way.
Con, with lime.
I will
Lime
Takis.
Takis?
Takis are acceptable.
Oh, Takis are acceptable. Okay.
I don't know. That's a whole different level of hot.
That's a whole different level of dollar right there.
Hot fries to the Takis.
Now I gotta ask you, Adrian, as we're wrapping up, like, do you eat the Cheetos right and you leave the crust on there, or are you one of those that cleans it off every time you grab a Cheeto?
Gotta clean it off, real.
No, man, that's the best part for the end. That's the after the snack.
Vegas doesn't have Dr. Pepper. I don't guess they did. I wasn't drinking soda.
You don't expect to drink soda when you go to Vegas. It's like, what do they have to drink? Well, they have tequila sunrise. They have Sex on the Beach. They don't ever look at what the Coke has.
I was trying to water, please.
You didn't drink one of those big old margaritas?
No, I wanted to do that. Like, that's one of my bucket list things. Is like they have a big old drink and like walk the strip or whatever.
Oh, you're gonna be in San Antonio.
Hold on. Let me
Riverwalk.
Pump the brakes. Adrian, don't do that. My wife did that.
Okay.
And she fell out at the Treasure Island.
Oh.
So they had so before you do that, make sure you have somebody with you. If you plan to drink that big old thing in Vegas and walk the strip, because when you said that, when I first took her, she said, "I want to drink one of those." I said, "Okay." So she did. And she was doing great. She was there having fun. And then all of a sudden, she's like, "The people here are rude. They can't ask you please to move. They just push you to get out of the way. You have to leave an exit. You have to clear the exit lane there for people can go in and out of the casino." So if you've ever been to Treasure Island, if you're old enough to go back when Treasure Island used to have shows outside, we went and I felt somebody tugging on me. And I was all like, okay, I scooted over, didn't even look. Well, after a while, I felt the tug a little bit lower and I looked to see, okay, what does people keep tugging on me? It was my wife. She was passed out.
Oh no.
She was trying to come up. And then she started laughing when they brought the wheelchair to pick her up. She's like, well, now I see why they have that emergency lane for her. I said, yeah. So be careful if you do that.
Yeah,
Hey, you can do it in San Antonio, Adrian,
in San Antonio.
at the Riverwalk.
I can't do it when I'm not like I gotta have my people around me though. I can't just be doing it all willy nilly. I gotta have people I trust around me.
Yeah, this is true. This is 100% true.
Hey, real quick before you do get off the show, I want to give a shout out to somebody, and I don't really know him that well, but I got to meet him once, and just by meeting him the one or two times that I did get to meet him, it's your husband. He's very supportive of you, very quiet. Doesn't really say much, Maybe he talks a lot more when y'all are by yourselves, but around other people, he's very quiet. But I see that he supports you, and I know the reason I'm giving a shout out to him because I know how hard it is in a relationship to let someone that trust has to come into play to be able to trust you, to be able to leave town as much as you do. And I know a lot of times he doesn't travel with you. I've seen him sometimes on there with you with the phone, and he films himself, or you film him when y'all are driving. But a big shout out to him because I'm just reading the book from the outside, but he looks like he's your biggest supporter, and I just want to give a shout out to him because I think it's needed. Because I mean, it's hard to find somebody to support you on what you want to do and to have that trust in you to be able to leave, and as well for you to trust him here. But I just want to shine light on that because I think that's cool. I mean, like I said, I only got to meet him once or twice, but I think that's cool that y'all have that relationship, that he lets you go do things and he supports you on what you do.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it didn't always start out like that, but we got there, and I'm really happy on where we ended up on that. So that's really
Right.
That's awesome. Mr. Green gets a special shout out.
Mr.
He is such a nice guy.
Now, see, how do they tell you? How do people call you in Spanish? Ahí viene la señora verde.
Oh, that's right. Ahí viene la verde. Ahí
Ahí
viene.
viene la verde.
Whenever I started dating him, my sister would say, "Can't you just say?" Because she was like, "Just tell people." She's, "I'm just gonna tell people you're Dominican," and he's like, "But I'm black." And she goes, "No." She's, "I'm gonna tell people you're Dominican," and be like, "This is one verde," and so that's how she. And eventually he was just like, "Look," he goes, "I'm black. I eat chitlins. I eat pork feet. Like, I'm black. Okay, like don't try to make me something else that I'm not." He goes, "I love you. I love your sister." He's like, "But don't turn me into something I'm not." And but yeah, so you said that, and it reminded me of whenever she used to call him that. She used to introduce him like that. Now he just introduces himself as Leroy Jenkins. He was like, I think we went to go look at cars the other day, and they're like, I was like, "This is my husband." He goes, "Leroy Jenkins." And they're like,
Leroy Jenkins.
and I'm like, "No, his name's John. Don't let him lie to you."
Name's Mr. Green.
That is hilarious, Leroy. He looks like a Leroy Jenkins. He does. He really does.
Jenkins or Roscoe Jenkins, one of the two.
That's
And
hilarious.
he's a nut. He's a nut.
Well, Adrian, we appreciate you hanging out with us for an hour, man. We appreciate it. We wish you well. May God keep blessing you with more comedy shows, and thank you for what you do for Big Spring. There ain't nothing to do here, so keep on rocking, girl.
Well, thank you. Thank y'all for bringing me out. I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and talk with you and your fan base. So, love.
Well, now Flaco is waiting for an invite. Okay, just saying. We don't have to have Gordo. Gordo just takes more room, and if we have to travel, I'd have to feed him. So no, that's something I don't want to do. That's a ticket that I don't want.
That's right.
I'd rather get a speeding ticket running from him than have to pay his meal ticket.
Oh no.
Adrian, have a good night. We appreciate you.
Thanks, y'all too. Thank y'all so much.
That was Miss Adrian Green with Adrian Green Comedy, What a Joke Comedy, and the Green Bean Podcast. And if you haven't watched her, make sure you watch her. You heard the shows that she got coming up, and you don't want to miss it, man. She got some pretty good stuff. Not too bad.
That's
Flaco,
right. What's up?
You finally said your piece.
I finally got to say my piece. Why I haven't been on that show?
They've been bugging you, boy. I've been
Like,
bugging
man,
you.
how did this guy get invited before me?
We from the same community, man. We from Big Spring.
Man,
Hey, you know what I'm doing right now?
you're putting in an order for something to eat.
Damn, that's not a bad idea, to be honest. That's not a bad idea.
I'm gonna order me a pizza.
Is Johnny still on? Johnny. No,
Primo.
I was going to say that I'm getting ready to thank our sponsors again. Andrea Hill Legacy Real Estate. Give her a holler at 432-213-6051. 5150 way. No, let's this flaco, eh?
Okay.
Joe Vasquez, painting contractor. 87 Lounge. New Stream Water Treatment. And West Texas Glove Band. West Texas Glove Band, guys, does apparel. And he also does custom-made softball and baseball gloves, batting gloves, and a whole bunch of other stuff, man. and he's always raffling off stuff too. So if you're not following him and you're a softball and baseball fanatic,
Johnny says I'm here.
you need to follow him because he's always raffling stuff off. New Stream Water Treatment is a water treatment software out of Midland, Texas. They will handle your whole house. They will do a room, whatever you need. Give them a holler. New Stream Water Treatment. Joe Vasquez is the guy to have. He just built you a bar, right?
No. That's another guy. But Joe Vasquez did my house on the inside. If you need anything remodeled or anything built from the bottom, from the ground up, Joe's the guy to call. He does a lot of stuff, and I just didn't. He's not specializing on one thing. He does buildings, commercial buildings, houses, sheetrock, tile, and he does do countertops as far as concrete and stuff like that. So if you do something like that, Joe's the man to call, man.
Man, and if you're looking for a good time and you're looking for good drink specials, 87 Lounge is the one to be.
Now, the 87th, I think we need to do it. I think he said sometime in January, starting February, we need to do a show over there on a Tuesday. So we need you to drive your booty on over here so we can go to 87th Lounge in Odessa to do a live broadcast from there.
From there, guys. So stay tuned for that one. And then we also want to thank our new sponsor, Andrea Hill Legacy Real Estate. She's got the keys to any house, no matter the area. West Texas, she's got the key to any house you need. If you want to sell your house, she'll help you out. If you want to get your credit better, she'll direct you to the person to go. Give her a holler at 432-213-6050. Johnny, now that you're, he said he's missing Deal or No Deal Island. No tiene TiVo, way, okay. Is TiVo still a thing?
He said to support us. That's good, Primo. I'm glad you're supporting us.
Yeah, I'm glad. We got 6 viewers, but all the comments that I'm seeing over here, Flaco, is from Johnny.
That's all I see. Johnny Killy.
Guys, just to remind y'all, moving forward, we're gonna go to Gomez Baboso, Gordo y Flaco Chisme, our Facebook, for a while. Not there yet, but we will be going there for a while. To build our viewership on there. And then afterwards, we'll go back to all the lives. Okay, so remember, start following us. And we're actually going live on YouTube. Twitch is coming. We gave up TikTok. Unfortunately, that was a thing. Johnny, man, I just want to say thank you, man, for always being on and watching us. And you stay on from the beginning to the end. And we appreciate you, brother.
Yes, we do. We appreciate you, man.
Wait for your logo to go up here, man. Holler at us.
Diamond D.
DJ
right?
Service.
DJ Service. Johnny.
We'd even give you a discount, Johnny. We'd even give you a discount because you're always helping us, brother.
We'll give him the Primo discount.
The Primo and
talking about Primos, I have a Gary that was watching earlier. That's one that he wants to get on, but he don't ever message me, man. I got to get with him. Hey, when does your mic come in?
Don't know there no way. It's $4.99.
Hombre.
I'm looking for guitar.
I thought you got a sponsor.
Guitar Center.
No, hombre, carnal. I thought you were up and going.
Hey, why are we slowing down?
Because you're slow.
We're lacking. Also, guys, we do events. Flaco does DJing and 360 balloon twisting and clown shows.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
there's a lot.
Real quick, talking about that, doing the DJing and all that stuff. I have quite a few shows coming up as a DJ, and I have a big one that I like to announce. It's going to be the Manila Cook-Off. I will be there DJing. I will be there with my photo booth and face painting. That'll be May 31st. So mark the date here at the Horseshoe. I will be there. You want to go see Flaco?
Menudo Cook-Off.
Well, I say Manila Cook-Off. That's the old name. It's Tex-Mex. I say Manila Cook-Off to show my age, how much what it was called before. But no, it's not called Manila no more. It's called Tex-Mex. The Mex-Tex, or the Mex-Tex, that's what it's called. The Mex-Tex here in Midland, January 31st. They will have bands and everything, so y'all come out. Johnny's saying he remembers being a kid playing with Sonny and Gary. Those are my cousins. So, there's Gary said sorry, cuz yeah, he hasn't got with me or nothing yet. He says Gary is on. I see him. Do what?
I want to send a shout out to my dog Skinny that she started. That's Johnny's daughter. My dog Skinny started soccer this last week. So safe. I hope she stays healthy and she shows out, man. What an amazing athlete that little girl is. She's in high school, man. Shout out to Skinny and my boy Jonah.
So
Let's
hey,
wrap it up, brother.
real quick, Gordo. When are you gonna do a show, man? When you gonna perform to do an actual set?
I don't know. We've been talking about it. I know I was talking to Mike about it that I wanted to open.
If anybody's watching that wants to see a Flaco or Gordo show, comment. Let us know where you want to see us at. I do have some new stuff. If you've seen me, I still got stuff that I have not brought out because I don't want to yet. I don't want to burn everything out. I'm trying to put it all together to make it all one long hour, a little bit over an hour. But I think right now, with what I have, I got over an hour for sure. But I've been giving y'all pieces and pieces. Now I'm going to glue it all together.
We're working on a set together too. So
yeah,
we're talking about it. So just stay tuned.
Yeah. So wherever y'all want to see us perform, let us know. I will be putting stuff in. Killy said Big Spring or Midland. Well, hell, let's just meet in the middle and have it in Stanton.
There's nothing there, Chica.
So
we want to appreciate all our viewers and our commenters, man. Yeah, you don't know how much that helps us to be able to have our viewers. And guys, if you can share it, please share it. Even if they just click on it, it helps us out too. We also want to thank our guest today, Miss Adrian. Make sure you follow her at Adrian Green Comedy. And we'll see you guys next week. We're working on a guest. We're waiting on see if we get confirmation. If not, we'll have a guest for you guys, hopefully by tomorrow. If not, by Friday.
Peace out.
Thank y'all for watching. You've been watching El Gordo.
Hold on. Ready? We want to tell you thank you for watching La Hora del Gordo y Flaco Chisme Hour in the West Texas, baby. We want to thank everybody once again, to all of our sponsors and everybody that watched. We ask you to return back to us next week, same time, same day, Tuesday, baby.
That's right. Made possible by Andrea Hill Legacy Real Estate, Joe Vasquez, 87 Lounge, West Texas Gloveman, and New Stream Water Treatment.
We're gonna